Hey guys, what's up? It's Dave. I'm doing something new. I'm going through my trades that I do each week. One thing, because I feel like spam and creating a ton of videos. And then also, I'm just trying to be a little bit more balanced in my life. Sorry about little Parker man there, if you hear him barking. It's past his dinner time, so hopefully mom fed him. All right, I'm going to go over my trades. Firstly, I'm not in Tesla anymore. I want to go over with how I messed up with this one. Firstly, I'll start on TradeIdeas to give you guys an overview of the overall image, and so you can have this data up here, okay? Short float is what I typically look at, days to cover. You don't have to worry about that with Tesla. That's not part of my trading strategy with Tesla because Tesla is Tesla, and it's nice. So what I did here and how I messed it up, let me tell you. This is round 2 of this video. I made a video going over these trades, and my mic was muted, which is extremely aggravating. Making sure it's not this time. Okay, so making sure. Okay, so here's Tesla. I made an entry video on it. Sorry about all the lines. It's just how I analyze things. I liked this downtrend line on Friday. It started curling around on the 30-minute time frame. Okay. And I entered around 320 with the stop loss below this curl on the 30-minute. I got lucky. Monday gapped up, and on like the second day or so, I moved my stop loss up to this low. So this gap failed to fill. So this is a gap up with a gap fill failure, and it just consolidated sideways. So you can see in this consolidation zone, I held throughout this entire time. I did not take any profits. Then on Friday last week, the 24th, not literally last Friday, I got suckered into this gap, this breakout, this fake breakout, and it I entered around 150 or 354 or so because I liked this curling action. It only failed to break that high, and I set my stop loss around like 350 or so. And obviously, if I sold on Monday morning with the gap up, I did not do that. I would have made decent money on both of these trades. However, my failure on that is I didn't do that. I never moved my stop loss up from this low. Well, I did technically, but up until then I didn't. Like all of this time, I did not do it. And so I got tagged out around, it was like my exit was like 340. I don't know what happened there because that's not where I set my stop loss. I don't remember, to be honest with you. So this would be one challenge of I'll have to put better notes on my charts. But somehow I messed up my stop loss here, and then I got tagged out of the rest of my position at 338. So on this, maybe on this day, Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those days, I got tagged out on this low 338. I made money, but I went from a, if you do the math, I had a 320 to 315, a $5 R. So every $5 I'm making 1 R. And, so 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, all the way to 60. I had a 7-hour trade based off of my first initial entry. And so I messed up by adding to my trade in the wrong position. And then I also messed up on managing my initial position wrong. And so maybe what I'll do next time is when I decide to add, I will move my initial stop loss up to my adding stop loss. So I have one whole stop loss. So if I want to trade larger, I have a larger bundle, but I will lock in gains because it's really aggravating. So I just did my monthly review, and what I have locked in now, I'm down 3% on the month of November. I still have these 4 that I'm going to go over next open. They are in the green, except for 1 at the moment. And so, yeah, I can't be doing that. Now, I'm ready to get back into Tesla. I'm looking for a retest of 335, but that's a different trade. It's back in its balance. It shook out, failed to fill this gap even more. Still has a little bit left here up until that, whatever this is, 322 or so. About $4 or $5 left, so I'll be looking to trade this certainly on this upcoming week. Okay, next we have UPST. How did I do this one? I'm pretty sure I made a video on my entry here, but I'm gonna keep everything all clean into one spot. So going back to it, I love this earnings gap up. This is a little off. Gap up, it sold off. It failed to fill the earnings gap up, and then it started curling on up. You can see it time corrected, let the 10 EMA catch up, consolidated. Look at the short float, 28%. 28%. If you want to look at the weekly chart, this thing is just, it's moving, right? It's breaking out into highs versus, you know, back in 2023. And this is a nice base, breaking out a big old base. So we shall see what it actually comes of. So what I did is getting to it here, as my entry was here at 69. This was based off of last week, or maybe a couple weeks ago, I did a video saying that I want to put my entries and stop losses ahead of time so I can get more of the setups, because I'm missing them while I'm at work. You know, if my entry points that are ideal for me don't get tagged, then great, I would have missed it anyways. I have my stop losses in place. I don't have to think about it when I'm working with patients or when the market is open. I've been over this. So this is what happened. I like the $69 entry point. The stop loss is here. I think it's at 63.50 technically. So what it would require is to break this entire consolidation area, and move down and break the 10 EMA. It would just go against all of the trading rules that I have baked into the setup. So I got tagged in at 69 on this very whippy morning opening. Stop loss was down here, and I've just been riding it ever since. I like that it is getting tight here. You could see that we've had 2 inside days last week. So what is this, Monday? We had Tuesday was an inside day of Monday, and then Friday was an inside day of Wednesday. It's getting tight, decreasing volume, watching for it to break to the upside. So that's how I'm going to manage that. That's how I entered it. Next, PLTR. Let's go over to TradeIdeas real quick. Zoom it up for you. So here's a weekly chart. Breaking, holding, bottoming tail last week, bottoming the week before, bottoming tail last week, holding into all new highs on the weekly chart, okay, after a big old volume burst on this week here. Let's go back to the daily, peep all the stats up top here. You know, big earnings move, and it time corrected, let the 10 EMA catch up, tag the 10 EMA, and now it's going up again, starting to move up, consolidating for the past, you know, basically last week. And I'm looking for a move into this upcoming week. How did I do it? I'm pretty sure I entered this one overnight at 61. I was like, you know what? This might be finally the opportunity, because I missed this entire move on PLTR. Congrats for you that got it. Might be finally an opportunity for me to get in here. So what I did is I entered after hours. I was thinking, you know, what would be a decent price for me to get in? I like 61. I opened up Interactive Brokers after hours, and guess what the price was? 61. So I was like, guess what? Might as well get in. Why not? So I got in at 61. My stop loss is below the 10 EMA. It's below all of this consolidation area. It's, you know, it gives it a $3 room to run. So I am up, a decent amount. What is that? 58, $3 stop, 64, 67 is 2R. So I'm basically at 2R now. I should probably take 2/3 off or so, and then trail my stop loss, you know, with the 1/3, maybe under the 63. Move that up to 1R so I can lock in everything and make this a green trade for sure. Either way, I'm looking for the breakup and for it to run. If it breaks high and moves strong, I'm certainly going to sell into the strength and then let a third run. Next we have SE. C unlimited, C limited. It is limited, not unlimited. Another earnings play, sold off, and within, you know, sold off 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Within 1, 2, 3 days, it took all of it back, and now it's just consolidating sideways, letting the 10 EMA catch up. What caught my eye was this move. It took back the move that it gave up from the earnings after breaking out of this consolidation. So this is a breakout and retest, also retesting the 10 EMA. There's a few setups in here that you could have taken. You could have entered here. I didn't. I missed it. So I waited for it to consolidate. I like these two close to inside days. This day technically wasn't. I think it missed about like 12 cents or something like that. Either way, decreased selling here. Big red day, no limited follow through. We got bottoming tails, multiple days of bottoming tails at this 1170 level. So in my mind, how I see it, there are buyers there, whether it's short covering or, you know, bigger players supporting the price, whatever it is. All right, there's buyers there. And so I entered, let's go to my entry, 30-minute time frame. I was watching the price curl up, setting higher lows, so double bottom here. This was the level that I was kind of looking at. It was more so 115. I saw that nice strong move up. It sold off out of that and then got bought right up. I liked that. So I added, my first entry was 115. And you know, I was looking for, this is a level break with a retest setup, like within how I entered. It's just curling up, which is nice. And so you can see that it got up to 116.87 and then just on Friday sold off. I added more. My trade thesis is still in play. I am wrong if it breaks 1050. It has to break these lows. It has to break the anchor VWAP, this blue line from the low of the sell-off. It has to break the 10 EMA. It's got to get close to the earnings gap anchor VWAP, which it could indeed do that. It could indeed come out, do a last little shakeout, and then go up. But I think I gave myself enough room at 1050 if that were to happen. We'll see. But I plan on just letting this curl on up, hopefully, and you know, setting a higher low. Maybe that's it right there. We shall see. Never know. I don't call things. I just play with the chart show, so I don't call anything. So we'll see. We'll see. I did add a second. It was half of my original, just so average down a little bit at 1371. And yeah, that's that. And then the last one is VST. I added that on Friday. VST. Let me give you the overall view of it. Now, this is a breakout. Look at how long has this been consolidating for. This hit this top in 10/7 since October. So it's just been going sideways here. Retested it, little cup, boop, broke out. And now it's time, price correction, time correction to the 10 EMA. You can see it's respected it for these past, basically all week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. It also respected it on this green bar here, that green bar here. I don't know if you want to call that on the gap up. It's respected it in the past too. Here. Okay, so it has a history of respecting it. You know, I am reaching back a little bit to May, sorry. So there's that, but I like that it is getting tight. Price is being accepted up here. 2.5% short float, nothing too crazy. So what did I do? I have this downtrend line here. I did not mean to do that, but that's fine. You can see it's holding this 152.75-ish level. And my stop loss is below that. This anchor VWAP here is from the breakout day. And this white line here is the 10 EMA. And so it has to fail. I just like, you know, this could come down. Ideally, if it does come down, maybe it'll try and fill this gap here that it has. This, just do this. So it closed here. Boom. That's a gap up. Maybe it'll come down. Ideally, you know, this gap supports it. So it's unfilled on Friday. From Wednesday to Friday, gap up. And so, you know, ideally this thing just maybe comes back down, tags that, and then goes right on up. That's what I'm looking for. This might have to get a little bit tighter in here. You know, maybe a little something like this. Fun. All right, stop it. I'm gonna leave that. That's not possible, folks. Anyways, so maybe it gets a little tight and goes up there. That is that's all I'm in. I've been trading these 3 mostly in crypto, or what XRP is doing. Let's go. It's freaking ripped again. Amen. Hopefully it didn't tag me out. Nope, I had that. Nice little, another little breakout. Sweet. Mana's been aggravating me, but of course now that I'm out, you know, it turned around. XLM, that's just in a consolidation still. XRP has been looking strong. So I've traded this quite a few times. I entered from here, down here on this trade specifically. So I'm up a decent percentage. You know, it's just another breakout. That's it. That white line breakout. Here we go. Whee! So there you go. Consolidates there and it continues on. Hopefully this stuff helps. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. I am always open for suggestions. Feedback would be great too, if you got anything for me. If you find the stuff helpful, like, share, subscribe. This is just me documenting my journey and becoming profitable. And you know, I have life goals. I have reasons why I've been putting in so much time and so much work over the years to do this. I mean, I feel it right around the corner. So if you think you can help me, great. If I can help you, great. Let's help each other. Other than that, thank you for your time. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful week and trade safe. Later.